What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So I wanted to start a new series of videos, and I figured what better than Fallout 4 with some fucking crazy ass mods in there. Like, I've got so many in there, and I haven't touched this game in fucking forever, so I figured it'd be fun. Now, I did make a base save of a character that I think the last time I was playing this game, I named a character Job, just because of the story of the Bible of the man losing his family and losing everything and then rebuilding from nothing. So it seemed perfect. I thought I fixed that, but I guess not. Damn it. That's all right. We'll mess around and see. But yeah, so normally when I start a new game in Fallout 4, I typically pick the root cellar as a starting location, because it's a good starting location. I normally give myself 5 levels, because that way I can pick up all the necessary crap perk wise to get me started with the game. You know, something simple, something easy. I do have a bucket load of mods installed. I don't even remember what they all are. I've done I opened up Nexus mods, and I opened up Vortex, and I checked to see if there was any updates that were needed and things of that nature, and I didn't see anything. Apologize if you hear them dogs barking. Neighbors are having a what's it called, baby shower, and the dog's just been going crazy all day today for some damn reason. One of them's the troublemaker. She does almost all the barking, and the other ones just follow her. But anyway, now I do have Sim Settlements 2 installed. I have finished Sim Settlements 2. So technically, I know how Sim Settlements 2 ends. I haven't done anything in this game since then, to be honest. I mean, I haven't done shit. Like, I haven't even played Fallout 4 in probably a year and a half. And you guys, you know from my channel how much I love this game. You know, it's truly one of my favorite games of all time. The Fallout games, anyway. But Fallout 4 is just amazing. So apparently, my character has cage armor and an assault gas mask. He has a pipe revolver with a few rounds, a machete, an assault rifle for some reason with 88 rounds. That'd burn out real fast. And a shotgun with 69 rounds. He's got a few things, some foodstuffs. I mean, it's cool that I got corn and mood fruit and potato to start, so I can plant all those. Actually, no, I'm using Sim Settlements. I don't need to plant them. Normally I play in survival mode, because what I do is I like survival mode. I do, but I go into my configs, and I actually do something in my mod configs, because I run survival options, because I want to run fast travel turned on, same as my Skyrim videos. I like survival modes, but I like the element of fast travel. I don't mind if I fast travel halfway across the map and I show up tired and hungry, because I would be. I'd be exhausted, and I'd be hungry when I arrived at my destination. If I wasn't doing that, you know, it's just a logistics thing. But I also do damage. Now, survival does this stupid thing with damage where it makes it so your bullets are basically like little tiny rubber sponges, and your enemy's bullets are lead-filled balls of hate. So I just turn the damage numbers back to 1 and 1. So this is normal settings in Fallout 4. Actually, if anything, this might be considered hard. Because in normal settings, you do more damage to your targets and they do less to you. But I set it on 1 and 1. If I want it to be super realistic, I'll set it on 3 and 3 or 5 and 5. But that's typically when I'm playing Fallout 4 and I just want a basic experience in survival. I set it on 1 and 1 and just go from there. Pretty sure I don't have my Fallout control set up. So... oh yeah, and I'm also running the Hunter mod, which means you don't get food from creatures until you skin them. Now I can skin them. I just need to have a blade. You have to have a blade in your hand. A machete works, just in your hand, and then you get the option to butcher. Here's the problem with this one. When you butcher bloatflies, they explode. Oh, and I'm running, yeah, with this mod, it also gives you gas mask integrity. So your gas masks don't last forever. And when the gas mask breaks, you have to get it repaired or get a new one. Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. I mean, I could be using the shotgun, but no. Not yet. Not yet. We don't need the shotgun yet. We'll save that one for when we got to fight people. So I figured also with this series of videos, I'm going to try and keep it to 30-minute episodes. No longer than that. Maybe even go less than 30 minutes because I know that it's more so attention spans and things like that. I mean, I might even do 20-minute episodes because I was thinking 15 minutes in Fallout is too short. You won't accomplish shit. Whereas 30 minutes in Fallout, you could accomplish something. An hour, you could accomplish a lot, but it's also maintaining, you know, attention spans. I mean, I know I have a fucking terrible attention span. If I have a terrible attention span, then maybe everybody else does. This is more so I'm making it for one of those videos where you can just turn on in the background, listen to me ramble on about crazy shit, and there was nothing in that safe. What the fuck? I mean, clearly, if you're watching my videos, then you know exactly the kind of person I am. I don't sugarcoat, I don't hold things back, and I curse a lot. I mean, I do mark my videos as not safe for children, so you never have to worry about that. Because I know some people, like, they try and make their videos safe for their family. I was like, I'm playing Bethesda games. You know, like, they're mature-rated games to begin with, so I don't understand how you're making videos for kids to begin with, because you can't make a Bethesda game for kids. They're not for kids. They have violence and foul language. Some of them even have sexuality in them. Normally I don't use that, but I think I will for this playthrough just because. Normally I use okay, it looks like my Fallout controls are working. Normally I use slow-mo. And it's the same basic principle. Still uses VATS. Still uses your AP. It just, instead of using VATS, it uses slow motion. God damn it. But yeah, your gas mask integrity goes down as you take radiation damage. So the more rads you take, the more your gas mask starts to degrade. Think of it like your filters. This comes from the Hunter add-on. Now, the filters of the Commonwealth, I think that was the original name of the add-on, but it was made by the same group of people that made the one in New Vegas, where you actually had gas mask filters in New Vegas, and that one was the shit. Yes. It functioned just like Metro. Like, it was amazing. But this one isn't quite as good, so the one problem I have with this mod, and it's minor, but if my gas mask breaks for any reason, let's say I've absorbed too much radiation and my gas mask breaks, I can't switch it out with another gas mask of the same type. So I can't put on another assault gas mask and be like, well, I'm fine. Because according to the mod, basically it says, well, the gas mask broke, so assault gas masks are now broken until you fix them. So it kind of has that problem. It's minor, I know, but it has that issue. Now, if I remember right, you need science in order just to repair the gas masks, and I'm fairly certain I don't take that as a new character. The perks I normally take are obvious. I take Gun Nut, Locksmith, Scrapper, Local Leader, Idiot Savant. You know, I probably take Science next, you know, just to see. Or Armor. Armor is a real good one to take early on. Because I do run the backpack mods, where you can actually get backpacks. And there's a few other mods I run, but of course I'm carrying too much. Fucking survival carry weight reduction. You can only carry 100 pounds of shit. It's like, oh, your character can't carry anything. I'm just like, I'm sorry. This guy was an army soldier, right? He fought in the, whatever we want to call it, the Great War or the Resource Wars. And he can't carry more than 135 pounds. Now, I know it is 135 pounds of random shit. It'd be difficult to carry that without a bag. However, in the military, we carry 300-pound rucksacks out in the field. Normally between 100 to 300 pounds, depending on what you do. I was a saw gunner, so mine was closer to the 300 pounds because I had to carry ammo for the saw. It was no joke. I mean, so carrying all that stuff, I mean, I kind of understand it, but at the same time, I kind of don't. And I do not want to carry the assault rifle because it is completely useless to me right now. But I could put all the foodstuffs away. There's a lot of these. So I'm also running one where it's the Gourmands of the Commonwealth, which means that certain food items you don't just learn. Like, you don't just get food items. You actually have to find the recipes and learn them. Yeah, we can put that away. We'll keep those for now. But yeah, it's like the thing you see with the Gourmands of the Commonwealth. This has taught me bloodbug steak, which is a recipe you know in vanilla Fallout, but you don't know it with the Gourmands of the Commonwealth because Gourmands of the Commonwealth actually requires you to like find the recipes, even the basic ones. Now, see, the question is, I don't know where I want to put my extra perk because I'm running the trait gifted on the perk chart. I know it technically is a simple form of cheating because it just adds +2 to all your perks, but I look at it like it's just reducing the level cap instead of like 286 down to 100 and something, whatever. Because I know, like, what perk... Chemist is going to be... Actually, that's where I should put it. Intelligence. I know it's going to affect Idiot Savant. Oh, no, this is... Okay. This is Idiot Savant in reverse. So it's the smarter you are, the more you get the chance. I know it sounds stupid, but whatever. Because now, when I level up, I can take Chemist. You need Chemist to make antibiotics, and you're gonna need that real early on. Because early on, more than later in the game, because early on you're gonna get diseases from foods you've eaten, from fighting certain creatures, from swimming in water, all that other fun shit. So you're gonna get screwed over real early in the game. Now, I've been avoiding Codsworth because I don't even care to talk to him. I'll wait until I've actually done some shit. Like, this episode's probably just going to be me talking and a little bit of Sanctuary, you know, exploration and bug squashing. Like, I'll do certain things probably off-stream, like build and manage, whereas, like, or off-stream, wow. See, that's me thinking. Off video, you know, I'll build up certain territories, show them off in the video for a few minutes, and then move on, you know, instead of spending, you know, 20 minutes an episode watching me build shit, you know. I mean, unless you really want to see me build shit. And if you do, leave it in the comments and I'll build shit. But I figure, you know, with the low attention spans that people have, myself included, you know, we want to see more stuff happening. We want to see combat. We want to see conversations, things of that nature. You don't want to see me deleting all of the shit in Sanctuary. Because I could spend an hour just deleting all the shit in Sanctuary. I know I can use the console command, but I don't want to, because one of the problems with the console command is that the console command, when you say delete all, it can actually delete the houses too. And I don't typically want to delete the houses because I still use them. Like, I delete the obvious ones that are just, you know, piles of rubble, but the rest of the houses actually could be useful, because the rest of the houses, you can put things in them. Like, normally what I'll do with Sim Settlements anyway is I'll put a couple of bedrooms in a house. So I'll turn, like, the actual bedroom, the room I'm standing in, into a 2-piece or even a 1-piece of, like, one of the indoor ASAMs of bedroom, and then I'll put another one here, and then what I'll do is I'll put a shop in the front, so I can run extra shops, because I always create shopping alley right up the gut, So right up the middle here where you see me pointing, I'll create shops on one side and shops on the other side so that you literally have all the stores right up the gut. There's a 10mm somewhere. So I was at a mall yesterday and I actually saw, I didn't buy them because it was cheap plastic replicas, but I actually saw replicas of Fallout 4 weapons. A pipe pistol, a 10mm pistol, the alien blaster. Like, they actually had them at this cheap store. Like, I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, and I do run one cheat mod right here. I'm in. Only word on the page is that because I spend too much time with that puzzle. For some reason, my mind, I don't read it right. I think it's because I'm slightly dyslexic, or in my age I've become that way. So when I see like, oh, 3 letters are right, I automatically think it's either like this, or this. Like, I think it's an ing or an ed word, and then I'll just spend hours just trying to figure it out. And it doesn't make for interesting gameplay. I mean, I wouldn't want to watch someone doing that forever. It sounds pretty boring. Did that say I got sick? Oh no, it's just adrenaline. Okay. I thought it said I got sick when I was inside that last house. It was talking about illness. Is that a legendary one? It is a legendary one. Oh shit. Well, I mean, 10% chance to do electrical damage on each successful block. What the fuck? Does that mean I gotta do a melee build? I normally have this... I normally have this rule, okay? And the rule typically says that whatever the first legendary weapon that I loot bases my build. So, if I'm sticking to those same rules that I've done for years for Fallout 4... that means that this is going to be a melee build character. I haven't played a melee build character since, like, vanilla era when the game was still pretty new. Because my first playthrough, I was a sniper. It's my favorite way to play Fallout. It's my favorite way to play Skyrim. It's my favorite way to do anything. Is to sneak up on your targets, like, at a distance and stay as far away as the game will load the enemies in, and try and take them out at max range, like truly as a sniper. But melee character, well, we're gonna need heavy armor and then eventually probably power armor. I've never done a power armor build, so like a hardcore power armor build, like, and I've never done one in survival considering how heavy fusion cores are. But what better way to do it than, I guess that's what's gonna happen in this episode. This episode is gonna end up becoming me being a brute. I mean, I still figure the intelligence is useful, at least up till chemist. That way I can, you know. So here's the thing. I think if that's going to be the case, we will get rid of all other weapons other than melee. We can keep one pistol. Eventually it'll just be a 44 with a snub nose. Or something along that variant. But these submachine guns, nope. Or actually, no, I would say one pistol, one shotgun. So I can keep the combat shotgun only because it's something I started with, let's just say. The pipe revolver rifle, actually, no, we'll make that one too. This one can go away. That one can go away. And we'll put those on. So these guns are all going to be destroyed because if we do this... we got to do it right. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to be doing... actually, what I will do is I'll start the quest for Sim Settlements too. Because normally what I do is I just build it right here. I'll just go over here. I'll grab... because you need to build a generator. And you need to build a beacon. But it gives you all the necessary crap for it. Like... that was weird. I scrapped a tire pile and got some ceramics. And then what will happen is in a second, he'll show up. And so will actually, I think, 1 or 2 settlers. Yeah, see, it says I got a settler now. There he is. He's walking up the road. But yeah, as soon as that happens, and then he walks you through the base, setup. So we'll do Sim Settlements 2. So essentially, that's what this playthrough could become. Let's do a Sim Settlements 2 playthrough with Melee.
Are you looking for a safe place to settle? Home in on these coordinates.
Hey!
If you're willing to
Hello
work
there!
hard,
Hey there.
you can make the Commonwealth
If
a
I'm
better
not
place.
mistaken, you're the fella I've been looking for.
You hear my broadcast?
You're sharp. Yeah, I heard your broadcast. Sounded as if you were starting some kind of settlement. Is that about the right of it?
Sure.
That's right.
Well, in that
I
case,
was like,
I've
I
got something
guess.
I might be interested in. Here, catch. It's called an ASAM sensor. If you're going to be building settlements, these things are what you'll want to use.
That's cool. That's a new animation.
Okay.
Because I just downloaded
Care
the
to
new
elaborate?
I think
update
a
for this.
demonstration is in order. Place that ASAM down on the ground somewhere. Go ahead. Any old spot will do.
Nothing like quality assurance testing.
Place that ASAM down on the ground somewhere. Go ahead. Any old spot will do.
Okay. So yeah, what we're gonna do is this will probably end up being a little bit longer than the 30 minutes, just because I'm gonna get this started. However, I'm gonna try and keep my videos between 20 and 30 minutes, just so they don't run too long, because I don't want my videos to be like, 2-hour videos. Like my Skyrim stream uploads are one thing. I upload my Skyrim streams directly from Twitch. Twitch could make it so that it turns into 15-minute episodes, but I just don't think that would work with my Skyrim streams. It wouldn't function correctly. So unfortunately, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to these. I was trying to use the one with the floor, but it wouldn't let me. So we'll just go this way.
You've made the smart move of choosing Rocke brand ASAM sensors for your city planning needs. Unlike other less reliable multi-purpose sensors, Rocke brand ASAM sensors offer the level of versatility and connectability that you deserve. Rocke brand ASAM sensors, America's #1 sensor solution.
Hey, look, I see my own poll.
Nicely done.
I'm going to vote on my own poll.
Scan of the area for materials.
Oh, it won't let me. Well, there you go. It won't let me. But yeah, I created a poll. It's put up right today. It says it's giving you a choice of what to pick. Fallout 4 with mods and commentary. Skyrim, just quiet play, just Skyrim modded. Or I could do a Fallout London playthrough.
Boy, I sure am glad I found this settlement to live in. But oh no, there are no homes available. And I don't know how to build one myself. I guess I'll just have to rely on whoever runs this place to build a home for me.
Okay,
Don't sell yourself short.
You're right.
let's play the
If only
game.
I had a little guidance, I could probably build something myself. But wait, what is this? Why, it's an ASAM! Just the thing I
Look,
need!
that's so corny.
What do you need it for?
That is a great question. You see, with an ASAM, there's no barrier for entry when it comes to building something. All I'd need to do is follow the step-by-step instructions provided by the ASAM. Here, let me show you.
That's one thing I've always kind of questioned. I mean, I understand the ASAM teaches them how to build, but does this little device actually have like a blueprint embedded into it, and you just follow the blueprint,
Instructions pretty much done.
'Cause yeah, once, I mean, don't get me wrong. By Fallout 4 logistics, he just literally just smacks a few things, bangs his hammer, and turns a little screwdriver, and then boom, a house appears. Oh yeah, it's weird. Visible Holsters mod puts Jake's pistol on his hip, even though Jake's pistol is on his hip. Because that's actually part of his clothing. It's not part of his holster, but yeah, visible holsters is really weird. Like, see, there's my, for some reason that's on my side. I don't know why. Let's go ahead and put the machete on because, like, why the shotgun goes on my back, but the board, which is the two-handed weapon, goes on my side? That's just weird.
All right, just one more nail.
But yeah, see, he's
Finish.
just twisting a crescent wrench. Or
No one understands that better than
is it a
Roscoe.
crescent wrench?
Our ASAM sensor technology
I think it
offers
is.
citizens unrivaled freedom of DIY.
But yeah, I hate it. I hate this
design.
one because it doesn't have a floor, but you can add a floor to it later.
And designed via our patented dynamic easy build blueprint
Because what I do is I wire them all up
With
to,
Rocket Brand ASAM sensors,
um,
everyone can have a roof over their head.
because you don't get the
After all,
generator
a warm and dry
plant
citizen
until
is a productive
much
citizen.
later.
And there you have it. A fully built home. Ready for habitation by some lucky wastelander. And you barely had to lift a finger. Not too shabby, huh? So now that you've seen what they can do,
So
think?
therein lies the
are ASAM
question:
sensors something you might be interested
what
in?
follower should I run?
Yes, I'm really interested.
I mean, if I'm a melee
I
character,
thought you might be.
strong,
Unfortunately,
be a
right now, I
great
have one
follower.
sensor on me.
Um,
However, I can provide you with more. And once you have more, I can show
Kiri
you more
obviously
stuff
because
to
she's a
build.
medic,
Homes are just
and
a
McCready
start.
because he's a sniper.
But first, I'm gonna have to ask for a little task done.
I think strong, honestly.
Of course.
Now I have
tell me what you
everyone's
need
best
help with.
friend,
All right,
so
here it is.
you will. I
I've got
will
a
have dog
workshop
meat at
in
all
a town
times.
called Concord. Nice enough place.
Uh-huh.
But just
Let's
recently,
just go kill
a
him.
small group I could deal with.
Right.
So there it is.
So I typically
Don't
I
worry, I'll
do
help you
even
deal
in my
with
Sim
these
Settlements playthroughs,
will?
I do certain
Oh, that's
factions up
great.
to a point
Okay,
for
then.
the Radiant
Let's head to
quests.
Concord and show those raiders
Okay.
who's boss. Lead on.
Because the Radiant quests are actually quite useful. Like I typically do the Brotherhood, or not the Brotherhood. I open up the Brotherhood, I open up the Minutemen, I open up a few other small factions just for Radiant quests because, you know, it helps. Actually, before I go, I'm gonna get some water. Yeah, instead of like wasting my water, I just build one of these and just drink out of it. The sleep thing's not so bad. Like, typically with sleep, I wait until it's yellow or red even for sleep. But I mean, I like I said, I use fast travel, but not all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to get up to the fight with dog meat, and then we'll probably call it an episode. And then the next episode, it's going to be going into Concord. So I'm probably going to shoot 2 of these a week, uploading on Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you're interested in Fallout 4 videos, or you're interested in seeing a Fallout 4 game that has over 300 mods in it, then by all means, you know, please come by. Actually, I'm going to switch to that weapon. This in my opinion is too OP to start the game with. This makes sense. Like, I shouldn't have a a combat shotgun in the beginning of the game. I know I do because I run the Live Another Life mod or alternate start mod, whatever it's called. It's called Live Another Life Skyrim, but in this one it's different. So I picked the survivalist in a bunker with a decent, with decent starting gear, or I think the option isn't, I have enough that I need to survive, things of that nature. And for some reason, it gave me a friggin' assault rifle. I'm actually running a white dog meat because this dog actually looks very similar to one of our dogs at
You're out
home.
here all by yourself. You want to come with me, pal?
We have a solid white husky. She has heterochromia eyes,
Okay,
though.
then. Let's stick together.
Which is just really cool. I mean, I'm sure if I looked through mods, I could probably find a heterochromia mod for dog meat, but I'm not too worried about that. So I want to open this up just so I can store the junk. Normally, I use this as a base of operations, typically. So what I'll do is I'll use Red Rocket as a base of operations, and then use the money? Is that what you're showing me? Or are you showing me the cigarettes? But yeah, I use Red Rocket as my base of operations where I store everything. I have somebody as just a simple, what's it called? What's the word? It's been so long since I played this damn game. The Canyoneer. There we go. The word. Caravaner. That's the one. Caravaner. I have somebody as a caravaner, and what they do is they end up just going to Sanctuary, and then basically I just have all of my caravans converge. That's one thing that I might have to look into, is a mod that lets you stop swinging animation and blocking right away, because blocking this one is all about timed block. It's not like in Skyrim where you can just block. But I'm fighting fucking mole rats. Who cares? But yeah, I do one caravaner just from here to Sanctuary. And then what I'll typically do is send people to Sanctuary instead of like just, you know, like picking and choosing. Like typically I just start with whoever's there. I mean, I get the one person from Sim Settlements, and then I get Preston Garvey and his crew, which is another, 4. And then I get, what is it? God, I think I need to find some medicine. Trying to think of the, like, who, yeah, it's 4, so 5, then you get like a couple more from the beacon. So by the time you're actually getting back to Sanctuary, you probably have on average 6 people there. Is my food heal me? I know that some of these mods actually turns off food healing. Yeah, this has got food healing turned off, and I don't like that. Because food healing turned off is stupid. Because that means the only way you can heal is a stim pack, unless you have one of the other mods installed that gives you other injuries. But by base game, the only thing that you can actually, and that comes from Immersive Hunting Overhaul. So you want to turn food healing back on, because even in survival, food healing is actually somewhat useful. So, like, right now, the only reason it's not going to heal me is because... Oh, it's just not showing. Okay, it did heal me. But that's fine. Typically, it won't heal you if you're hungry at all. And I guess I was hungry just enough. But see, it doesn't heal very fast. It's like 1 HP per minute or some shit. So it's a tiny amount of HP. So you're not truly gonna see it. But it does help when you think about it. It's like, you know, that little bit of extra healing you get from food is going to be very useful when you're stuck in the middle of nowhere and you don't want to use the stim pack, because every time you use a stim pack, it dehydrates you. I mean, it sucks. Like, even with this mod I'm running, you can pick the tires up. I do not want to because they weigh a fuck ton. But yeah, you can pick the tires up. But no, it's like the foods you can craft, like the Immersive Hunting Overhaul adds some, but you can see like some of this stuff, it actually requires quite a bit of stuff, like rad roach meat. It takes 3 rad roach meat and 1 oil to make one that, like, one of the best foods is mole rat chunks, but it takes 6 of them. You need oil for most recipes because, well, it's a cooking ingredient, you know. Scribe's Delight's a pretty good one. It is cram and Nuka-Cola. Like I said, the base foods are actually quite good, but it does require ingredients. So to make the blood bug steak, it's not just 2 blood bug meat. It's also oil, salt, and spices. To make the ribeye, you need oil. Like it adds a reality to cooking, which is kind of nice. That's also the main reason why you need your settlements connected, because if they're not connected, then you're screwed. I don't think that's saved. Let me double check it though. I know it's healing me right now, but I don't think it's actually saving. Yeah, I'm not worried about all that. Just fucking crazy dogs. Satiation is actually when you eat too much. It can make you sick. Just like in real life, when you eat too much, it can make you sick. So you have to eat enough that your body gets enough sustenance, but you can't eat so much that you feel ill from eating. It's a brilliant effect for the mod. In my opinion, it's fucking fantastic. But also, you can't carry a whole bunch of food. Like, all this stuff. Like, normally what I carry is the cooked stuff. Uncooked foods, vegetables, and then non-spoiling foods. Like, I won't carry those. Like I'll carry that one. This is from a mod, so it technically doesn't count as a food item, but it is a food item for hunger and thirst in base survival mode. So you can still utilize that for if you need to eat or get liquid, because all it is you've taken 2 items from the base game, Nuka-Cola and I think Cram, and you put them together. So I probably will be turning off all the radios just because. I knew there was one more. I don't know where his body is, but yeah, you can. I mean, you can always get a pretty decent amount of starter food if you actually run down to the bunker. So, but I think that's a good place to stop this first episode. I mean, you've seen my game. You've seen some of the mods that we have installed. You'll see plenty more in the next upcoming game. I'm gonna pick up right from where this one left off. I'm gonna go down into the bunker, kill the mole rats, and probably do the first part of saving Preston Garvey and his idiot crew. So. Or maybe we'll just say there's a butterfly and run somewhere else. Like, who knows? We'll figure that out. All right, so I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, kindness is easier than being an asshole.